Chapter 12. Beyond Earth. Universe. The vast space containing all the celestial bodies is called the universe. The universe is the body containing the stars, planets, dust or gases. The universe is so huge that it is difficult to imagine its size. Celestial bodies. All the objects that belong to the sky are called celestial bodies. The sun, the moon, and millions of bright objects, all are known as celestial bodies. These are also called the heavenly bodies. Stars. These are celestial bodies which have their own light. Stars are very big celestial bodies. They look small because they are very far away from us. The sun is the nearest star to Earth. The stars are made up of burning gases. Constellations. The regions of the sky, which include the groups of stars, are defined as constellations. Different cultures have their own stories and interpretations of constellations. To bring order to the sky, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) standardized constellation boundaries in the early 20th century. A total of 88 constellations were officially listed. The sky is now divided into 88 regions, each defined as a constellation. Some famous constellations. Orion. Orion is one of the easiest constellations to spot in the night sky. It is named after a hunter in Greek mythology. It can be recognized by the three bright stars that form the hunter's belt. The bright star on the hunter's arm is known as Betelgeuse. Orion is often depicted as a hunter followed by his loyal dog, represented by the constellation Canis Major. Canis Major. Canis Major, the great dog, follows Orion across the sky. It contains Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. Sirius is also known as the dog star and is the most noticeable star in feature of this constellation. Taurus. Taurus, located above Orion, is imagined as a charging bull. According to mythology, it represents a fierce bull that Orion is battling. The Taurus constellation is easily identified by a bright red star, Aldebaran, which marks the bull's eye. Ursa Major. Ursa Major is also known as the Great Bear. It is one of the most recognizable constellations, containing the Big Dipper asterism. It has been used for navigation for centuries. The Big Dipper. It is known as Saptarishi in Hindu mythology. The Big Dipper is part of the constellation Ursa Major. It is one of the most recognizable star patterns, shaped like a latte or cup with a long handle. It also resembles a kite. The 7 stars of the Big Dipper are said to represent 7 sages in Indian folklore. Ursa Minor. Ursa Minor, also known as the Little Bear, contains pole star at the tip of its tail. It is similar to Ursa Major but smaller, and its Little Dipper asterism is harder to see in the night sky. The Little Dipper. The Little Dipper is an asterism within the constellation Ursa Minor. It is shaped like a tiny spoon with pole star marking the end of its handle. It is less bright than the Big Dipper but has significant application in navigation. The pole star, it is also known as Polaris and North Star. In Indian mythology, it is known as Dhruv Tara. It appears stationary in the north direction and serves as a reliable guide to locate the north in the northern hemisphere of the Earth. The pole star can be located by extending an imaginary line from the right side of the Big Dipper's cup. This line leads to the pole star. Watching the night sky. On a clear night with no clouds, you can see lots of stars. But if you live in a big city, you might not see many stars because of something called light pollution. Light pollution happens when there is too much artificial light at night, which makes it hard to see the stars. Other things like smoke and dust can also block the stars. In quieter places like villages, where there is less artificial light, you can see many more stars. Also, if your house is near tall buildings or trees, they might block your view of the sky. The best way to see stars clearly is to go to open areas that are dark and away from city lights. Steps to prepare for a sky-watching adventure. Invite an elder or organize a group trip. Ask an elder family member to accompany you or plan a group activity with classmates and teachers to visit a location suitable for stargazing. Consider heading to a nearby village or a place free from city lights for a better view stars. Pick the right spot. Choose an open area, away from tall buildings, trees, and air pollution to get a clear view of the night sky. Research the best time and date. Use online resources or astronomy apps to determine the best date and time for your stargazing session. Check which constellations and stars are visible during that season. Select a new moon night. Plan your skywatching session on a new moon night or close to it. This ensures minimal moonlight, making it easier to spot even dimmer stars like Polaris, Dhruv Tara. Adjust your eyes to the darkness. Once you reach the site, take about 30 minutes to let your eyes adjust to the dark. This will help you see stars more clearly. Document your observations. Note down the stars and constellations you identify. Write how you recognize them and any tools or patterns you used for guidance. Light pollution. Light pollution, also called photopollution, refers to the excessive or inappropriate use of artificial outdoor lighting at night. Many of us are captivated by the beauty of a sky filled with twinkling stars. However, if you live in a bustling city, this view is often obscured by light pollution, dust, and smog. People who live in quiet villages far from big cities enjoy a clear view of the night sky. Light pollution occurs when we overuse light or use improper lighting colors. This extra light can harm the environment and affect plants, animals, and even humans. It disrupts the natural behaviors of migratory birds, sea turtles, mammals, and even humans. It can alter sleep patterns, causing stress and anxiety. It affects the physiological processes of nearly all living beings. Efforts to reduce light pollution and protect the night sky. Light pollution is increasing globally, making it difficult to enjoy and study the night sky. Why dark sky reserves and parks have been created around the world to control light pollution and protect the night sky for research and observation. In September 2022, the area surrounding Hanle in Ladakh became India's first dark sky reserve. Several organizations are working to raise awareness and educate people on how to reduce light pollution. Efforts are being made to preserve natural night skies for both environmental and scientific purposes. Galaxy. As we know that there are millions of stars in the universe. A galaxy is a system of millions or billions of stars, together with gases and dust held together by the force of gravitation. The word galaxy is derived from the Greek word galaxias, which means milky, bright bands, like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear, starry night, is known as Milky Way galaxy or Akash Ganga, river of light. It is the home of the solar system and one of the unique planets, the Earth. The solar system, the Sun, the 8 planets, the dwarf planets, the satellites, asteroids, and meteoroids, etc. together form the solar system or the solar family. The Sun is the center of this solar family. All the celestial bodies that form the solar system revolve around the Sun in their fixed orbit. The Sun. The Sun is 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. Its diameter is 100 times more than that of the Earth's diameter and it weighs 3 lakh times more than the Earth. It is the ultimate source of heat and light for the Earth. The sun rays take 8 minutes to reach the Earth's surface. Planets. Planets are celestial bodies which do not have their own light and heat. They reflect the light of the sun. There are 8 planets in our solar system. All planets revolve around the sun along a fixed path, known as the orbit. They also rotate along an imaginary line called the axis. In increasing order of their distance from the Sun, the 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The planets in our solar system are broadly classified into 2 categories, inner planets and outer planets. Inner planets. Mercury is the smallest and is the closest planet to the Sun. It takes about 88 days to complete one revolution. Venus is often called the morning star because it is the brightest object in the sky, apart from the Sun and Moon. It takes about 225 days to complete one revolution. The Earth completes one revolution in 365 days and 6 hours. Mars is called the red planet as it appears reddish in color. It completes one orbit in 687 days. Outer planets. Jupiter completes one orbit in 11 years and 11 months. Saturn takes 29 years and 5 months to complete one revolution. Uranus completes one revolution in 84 years, while Neptune takes 165 years to complete one orbit around the Sun. The dwarf planet. Beyond Neptune lies another object in the solar system called Pluto. Pluto revolves around the Sun but is considered a dwarf planet. Pluto was once considered the 9th planet of the solar system, but in recent years, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) reclassified it as a dwarf planet. This reclassification was due to its small size, smaller than Earth's moon, and the discovery of other similar objects. Telescope. A telescope is a tool that helps us see things that are far away, like stars, planets, and galaxies. It makes distant objects look bigger and clearer so we can explore space from the Earth. Planetarium. A planetarium is a theater designed to present educational and entertaining shows about astronomy and the night sky. In a planetarium, we can view images of planets, stars, and other celestial bodies projected onto a dome-shaped ceiling. The largest planetarium in India is the MP Birla Planetarium in Kolkata. The Earth. The Earth is the 3rd nearest planet to the Sun and is the 5th largest planet. It is spherical in shape, slightly flattened at the poles. It is best described as a geoid spherical in shape. It bulges slightly in the middle and is flattened at the poles. The Earth is called a unique planet because it is the only planet which has conditions required to support life. The conditions that support the existence of life on the Earth are as follows. Moderate temperature. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. Its distance from the Sun is just optimum for both plants and animals to survive. Availability of an adequate amount of water. Two-thirds of the Earth's surface is covered with water when seen from outer space, and for this reason, the Earth looks blue in color. Hence, it is called the blue planet. Presence of an adequate amount of water makes life possible on the Earth. Presence of atmosphere. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of gases called the atmosphere. This atmosphere contains both oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are life-supporting gases. The atmosphere also protects the Earth from the harmful radiation of the Sun. Satellites. Satellites too are small celestial bodies. The satellites do not have their own heat and light. They shine brightly in the night sky because they reflect the sunlight falling on it. Just like the planets revolve around the Sun, these satellites revolve around the planets. These are called companions of the planets. When the planets revolve around the Sun, these satellites also move along with them. Satellites can be either natural or artificial. There are many natural satellites that move around the various planets. The Moon, natural satellite. The Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth which revolves around it. It is situated at a distance of about 384,400 kilometers away from the Earth. It is the largest and the brightest object in the night sky. The Moon, like other satellites, does not have heat and light of its own. It reflects the light of the Sun. This reflected light reaches us in about 1.25 seconds. The Moon revolves around the Earth from west to east. It takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution around the Earth. It takes the same time to complete one rotation on its axis. As a result, we can see only one side of the Moon from the Earth. No life exists on the Moon as there is no atmosphere. The Moon changes its shape at intervals. When it is a full moon night, it is called Purnima. It is visible only once in a month. A fortnight later, it is not seen at all. It is a new moon night called Amavasya, when you can see the night sky best if it is not cloudy. Artificial satellites. In the sky, there are man-made satellites also. They are called artificial satellites and are designed by the scientists. They help us to gather a variety of valuable information about the universe. These are placed in orbits around the planets with the help of rockets. Other celestial bodies. Apart from stars, planets, and satellites, there are numerous other tiny celestial bodies which revolve around the Sun. They are asteroids, meteoroids, and comets. Asteroids. Numerous tiny bodies which revolve around the Sun between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter are called asteroids. Scientists believe that these are the fragments of a planet which exploded a long time ago. Meteoroids. Small pieces of rocks and dust moving around the Sun are called meteoroids. As they come near the Earth, they start burning due to the dense atmosphere and subsequent friction posed by it. They cause a flash of light as they fall. These are also called shooting stars. Comets. Objects that revolve around the Sun in long elliptical orbits are called comets. When they come near the sun, they glow. They often take several years to complete their orbits. Therefore, we can see them only after many years.